YouTube family. So Pierre Thomas, one half of the owners of QC, the label, who just also sold their company for $300 something million, doing absolutely well for the community and all that. But let's get to the real story here. 1090 Jake just dropped haymakers after haymakers. You can't hate on dude, because at the end of the day, he's dropping information that kind of leaves you with your cat's got your tongue situation. So it's like one of those ones you be trying to protect somebody and you really want to ride for the person 1090 Jake kind of accuses or whatever, but the damning evidence is kind of substantial and too much. So without me accusing anybody of Donatello telling, I gotta show you what P responded to, and I gotta show you what 1090 Jake just dropped out here, because at the end of the day, journalism and investigative journalism I've always respected. I can't keep trying to flip the script to a certain point because of feelings. At the end of the day, facts are facts and feelings are feelings. So without further ado, let's start the show the right way. Salute to everybody in here. So we got a situation of paperwork going on everywhere. So QC, he responded to everything. He said, I see that 300 million got all them hating blank and words mad back home. Ain't nobody know me, know my character or culture. So effed up, it's sad, y'all. Living this imaginary street dream that echoes what Troy Ave said about streets is a myth. But let's continue it. He says the imaginary street dream y'all living. I'm changing lives and changing my family curse. I don't got no love for no blank. You know what I'm saying? That basically N-word that try to, you know, blame, you know, I don't want to use no cuss word, y'all, for YouTube purposes. Y'all get the gist of it. And he said, I ain't in the streets where streets nerve wanted to be. I played the hand I was dealt and made something out of it. Y'all bum blank N-words should do the same. Stop glorifying dumb blank. Rest in peace to my dog Q, an innocent man with 5 kids who lost his life to a blank N-word who didn't value his own. I'm a GOAT. Don't ever confuse me with a rat. Now take that fraudulent incident report and stick it up your blank. I love my freedom, so stop playing with me. Let's get back to Q of, you know what I mean, Pierre Thomas, that is, of QC. He said a lot in here. He responded to this with the quickness. But the thing is, 1090 Jake, he dropped a video on his end of sentence YouTube channel, and when he dropped that, I think it's at 80-something thousand right now when I just looked it up, and you know it's gonna go up more because it seems the community care more about who's out here dropping dimes after dimes. Now the paperwork, before I show that one, I think it's only right we go into it a little bit so you guys can see this is a fair, non-biased platform, because y'all know I rock with P of QC and I always speak for them, but the things are a little bit damning. Now the paperwork, as you can see here, I want you guys to pause it and read it for yourself. I don't want to slow down the video of reading each one because it's a lot. Now P is calling all this fraudulent incident report. But we're going to be, if we have to be honest here, I'm not out here to call nobody out, but I will be honest. A lot of 1090 Jake's paperwork is not really fake. A lot of it is actually real. And that's why people used to kind of, you know, accuse him of being an agent. I don't think nobody's an agent if you get certain paperwork. I think if your money is right and you know the right places to go, these are publicly available paperwork and documents. You know what I mean? Anything can get unsealed. I'm going to keep going through these paperworks fast for you, but you can see a lot of the sentiments where there was the defendant was named Stunner. You know, y'all can read his real name on here. I'm not gonna say it for YouTube purposes, but Stunner met his own mishaps, but I guess he killed P's friend, and you know the rest. P got interrogated through the scenes with it, and he had to explain it. And now Stunner News, basically this is it right here, man. Stunner was released, right? And when he was released from this situation of being incarcerated, he died 7 months later. He got killed. Honestly, a lot of people in the comment sections I've been reading been trying to tie it to QC's P, aka Pierre Thomas, but I don't have anything to tie the murders, but that's up to y'all. But I will play the actual news given to us by 1090 Jake in his End of Sentence channel.
Person shot. When they arrived, they located one black male in his late 30s deceased. A person shot. When they arrived, they located one black male in his late 30s deceased from several gunshot wounds. They were able to locate certain items of evidence, including some shell casings. Right now, we're canvassing the neighborhood, trying to find any witnesses or any video footage of what happened. We've been speaking with some neighbors who did call 911 after reporting hearing gunshots. At this time, we're still trying to determine a motive or who the suspects are. But at this time, we do believe that it was a targeted shooting based on witness accounts.
So a lot of people out here said that Stunner died for such and such. And, you know, the family and people, I guess they tried to stop the probation situation he had due to his death certificate, which they initiated and gave it, I think, as of 10/15/2019, he died. And all that is unfortunate. It reminds us when, you know what I'm saying, we're going through the ropes of all this and people had their own situations. Now, Stunner wrote a letter to the judge, and I wanted to read the letter he wrote to the judge just to be transparent and to be fair with all the masses and folks that's watching this. Rest in peace to the deceased. We are not trying to embellish any stories or make it appear a certain way. And honestly, you guys could read Stunner's situation yourself. I'm not gonna even read it. Now, some of the incidents report that P is speaking on, he's speaking on things like this right here. And you guys could read it. I'm gonna let you guys pause it. I don't want to embellish anything. You know what I mean? Therefore, you guys can let us know in the comment section, how do you feel about this situation with P? Because a lot of it could be exaggerations. A lot of it could be actual substantial facts. 1090 Jakes, I don't know what his motives, but his motives don't even matter. Even if he hated P, he didn't like P or anything like that. When your paperwork is facts, people can't really go against the receipts, in my opinion. Now, this is the other part of the incident. The highlighted part is for what you to, you know, can be able to read. Now, Academics is the one who, you know, showed me that as far as me watching his platform and seeing that. And this is what he had to say about the situation.
This is ridiculous. They're claiming P, the owner of QC, cooperated. This is ridiculous. I keep telling you that this whole snitch thing is like a scarlet letter. Now, I love P, and P has been a great guy. I told you, despite the issues with me and Lil Baby, P reached out to me. We actually talked, or not really talked, but like we were supposed to get on the phone and talk. And I would have imagined that. This is ridiculous. They're
now,
claiming
you can see this situation got a lot of people in their frenzies because, you know, like people like Boosie's done said what he said about the industry. And you had a lot of people, even like Orlando Brown. He doesn't seem so much more crazy when he tells you about the scripted industry and the certain heinous educational purpose things they do behind the scenes. Shout out to Cam Capone News for this clip right here.
Panda is a secret code for a certain thing. And so when it comes down to that certain thing, so what it is you basically have a certain nerve in your rectum, and if you touch that nerve, you can turn a person into an animal, you can turn a person into whatever beat up where you thought he got.
I'm not gonna get into that, but you know, Orlando, he goes deep, and you can go subscribe to Cam Capone News or go check out that and see what's going on with that. But Orlando, people think he's brazy, but a lot of situations have left us brazy, and we're picking sides and we're choosing sides. But if the situation claims it is what it is, then you gotta go for it. Because I remember when, you know, P, he inspired us because he tried to be like Birdman.
The only nigga I look up to. You ain't the only nigga I look up to. The only nigga I look up to. You ain't P. Y'all niggas say standard for.
We southern niggas, so you remember we go through the.
And if a nigga say, if a nigga from the south would say, you ain't inspired them to want to do this shit, they tell the motherfucker. The only nigga.
And that's his inspiration, which is the likes of, you know what I'm saying, the greatest that he just gave love to, which was Birdman, you know, of Cash Money Records. And a lot of that don't let it go over your head. They've built their own success and they've met their unfortunate situations. As you can see a video of me here going to Takeoff's memorial. We've lost a lot of situations in dealing with these, and we're hoping these accusations don't bring more pain for situations like this. We had a beautiful sending home for Takeoff, but people rather have him here right now in the flesh than losing him to the monstrative behaviors we have. So it's just like one of those things, man. P, look, I'm with you, but you know, that's something you got to stand on, and it seems that you did stand on it by your response. I'm not out here to denigrate 1090 Jake in no way. At the end of the day, you got to look at it. Who are we to get mad at? The people who are doing things to get exposed allegedly, or should we get mad at 1090 Jake for only highlighting it? And it's not my job to see what purpose or motive he has to do this. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things in a lot of situations. Now, you got people in the comment sections, this is their response to it. Now, this person, Dave the man, he said, how is telling the police about a murderer ratting? He said, how is that telling? Then he said, hell, he did the job for them and actually got true justice for his friend. QCP is a hero. Only is the low character class sections of black people populace are his actions looked down on. In the black high character class, he is a model citizen. Good for him. So clearly there are people who are in agreement. They think he did tell, but they don't look at it as telling. They look as, you know, Pierre Thomas, the CEO of QC, half of the CEO, shout out to Coach K. They're calling him a hero for doing his due diligence in the community. But you also have the devil. Let me play devil advocate with the other side. I also took the comments of one person, one particular peculiar person who said, because you moron, if you are a criminal, you are already a low class. These are not my words, y'all. They said you are already a low class, low character person. Thus, the only thing you have in the streets would be your word. So if you are also informing the police about crimes while committing crimes, what's to stop you from telling on anyone who commit crimes to avoid trouble? Does that make sense to you? It's nothing to do with being black, no culture of criminals like rats. I don't know if I agree or disagree with this person at all, but I can clearly say this for our platform. We don't know what crimes Pierre Thomas has done in the past or the future, so we're not going to promote that or push that here. But you can clearly see on the total of the spectrum, people have different, you know, opinions about this matter. So y'all let us know how y'all feeling on this situation. Is it something y'all rocking with? Do you rock with 1090's Jake's video, the story of QCP, the CEO who tricked his ops off the street? Sheesh. Even the title make you want to say something against 1090 Jake, but you can't be a hater, because if you indulge the video and you're not biased while watching it, it does leave you flabbergasted. I'm gonna be honest. It's one of them situations like, sheesh. Yeah, man. Look, on another note, this is DJ Bless One. Thank you for watching another episode of I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Love your family, love your kids, and definitely stay blessed. Look, man, much salute to 1090 Jakes and, you know, Pierre Thomas, man. I only report the news here. Y'all got to be the ones to explain how y'all feeling about what y'all just seen, what y'all just heard. At the end of the day, we are the messengers, and that's what we do here. And I guess in the case of 1090 Jake, he's the messenger. Look, I'm out. I'm your boy DJ Bless One. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed.